Welcome to a brief overview regarding 8th grade registration for Farmington Middle Schools. This information can also be located online by going to either the Bachman or Dodge Middle School websites and locating the section regarding registration. Let us first take a look at the middle school registration guides. Current 7th grade students, or those students registering for 8th grade next year, will not be receiving a hard copy of the registration guide, but as previously mentioned, can locate the guide in its entirety online. In looking at the registration guide, you will notice that it contains information for grades 6, 7, and 8. Let's quickly jump to the 8th grade section and review some of the highlights or key information. Eighth grade students will notice many of the courses resemble those courses similar to what they had in 6th and 7th grade. Students will have English, geography, health, math, physical education, science, and Tiger Time. Students will also continue to have a music course that they will have some choice regarding. And one significant change for 8th grade students is the opportunity to select elective courses. We will come back to that in just a minute. Students will continue to have choice regarding their music course. The music course choices remain the same for 8th grade students as they have for 6th and 7th grade students. Students can elect to take either band, choir, explorations in music, or band and choir. The band and choir option indicates that students will be band as their primary music and choir as a secondary music, which will take the place of their enrichment class, which meets for a half class period every day opposite of lunch. The regular or their primary music choice will meet on an every other day cycle, as it has in the past, opposite of physical education. The significant change offered to 8th grade students over 6th and 7th grade students is the opportunities to select elective courses. There are numerous elective choice offerings available to 8th grade students. These courses vary in terms of their duration. World language courses are 2 semesters in length or a full year, and other elective choices are semester-long courses. Many of these semester-long courses are similar or an extension to those quarter-long exploratory options students have had in either 6th or 7th grade. We'll come back to these choices in just a moment as we take a closer look at the actual registration form for 8th grade students. In jumping to the registration form, students will notice the listing of required courses at the top, but we would like to focus on the middle section indicating where students have choice in the 8th grade registration process. First of all, students should elect their required music choice by simply checking one of the 4 boxes indicating their preference. Moving to the next section of electives, students must elect to take 3 semester options for 8th grade. This can become a little bit tricky as students need to make sure that they understand the number of semesters each course runs. For example, those students electing one of the two world language options available to 8th grade students, French and Spanish, those two courses are 2 semesters or a full year each, meaning that if a student elects one of those world languages, they will take one additional semester choice from the options on the right. We ask that students electing the world language option complete this form by numbering their world language choice as their number 1 choice. Then, moving over to the right-hand side, they would elect choices 2 through 5, 2 being their next most preferable choice, all the way through number 5 being their least preferred choice. Those students electing not to take a world language would omit filling in anything in the French or Spanish or world language option section and move directly to the section with the semester-long choices and simply number 1 through 5 in this section. To complete this form, students must sign and date the form, and we also require a parent signature and date as well. On the back of the actual form is additional information regarding the various courses, elective courses, students are able to take. A brief description, their meeting periods, to allow students and parents a better understanding of what students are registering for. We ask 8th grade students to take this process very seriously and think about how it will prepare them to move into their high school career. The choice, while oftentimes viewed by 8th grade students as a wonderful opportunity, is also something that should be seen as an option to move them towards greater understanding about the areas that they may wish to pursue as they move into high school. Students and parents should carefully consider what their long-term objectives are regarding these course choices and how it will position them for high school course selection in the future. If students have any questions regarding what this might best look like for them, they should consider speaking with a counselor at one of their middle schools. If you have additional questions or seek additional references or lose any of these registration materials, additional video information as well as registration guides and registration forms can be found in electronic format at either the Bachman or Dodge Middle School websites, which can be accessed by going to the Farmington Area Public Schools website, selecting schools, and then going to either Bachman or Dodge Middle School, locating their registration information section, and finding the appropriate materials. Thank you very much.